Hi, do you remember the project that I told you about working on week 7? Well, as I told you, this is going to be a very quick project, and I am going to week 7, yeah? We are going to be working on shoes. Which is your favorite shoe? Which is your favorite shoe pair that you have in your closet? Okay, choose one of those. Because of course they are a pair, but you have to just choose one. And we are going to do, this is the group of things that we are going to do. Contour, drawing, contour drawing, slash, warm, versus, cool. And also we are going to be doing colored pencils, degrade, sfumato practice. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, so these are the areas that we are going to be working with, and this is the element that you are going to be working with, your favorite shoe. Your favorite shoe. Yeah? So for example, my favorite shoe is this one. This is my favorite shoe. I almost never wear it, but I love it. So what I am going to do is to draw it, right? I am going to draw it by observation, okay? So let me see if I can turn it. Yeah. Okay, so this is the flat area, the flat surface, and it has the sole of the shoe. It's slightly curved up, and here it closes, and then here has this. The color is black. It has a little bit of a double border here. Then I have the point the point coming up, and it is slightly concave here, and then here it goes up until here. It goes up until here. Then here is where the heel starts, the heel structure starts, and this is the area where the ankle is going to be. Okay, so then I am going to do the thingy that is the little sole of the heel, and the heel is straight, it's not curved. Okay, so there you go. And then so here in this area I have a sewn part here that is, and here we have another tiny border that surrounds that area. Here we can also see a little bit of the texture of the zipper. There it has a little handle, so there, yeah. So as this has animal print, a leopard animal print, I'm gonna start working on the prints as I see them. They are organic shapes. I am telling you that you have to try to do your best. This is to practice your observational skills, and just when you have, for example, if you choose to draw your sneakers or any type of, like Vans or Converse, they all have a lot of different parts that have a lot of texture, and they have areas that are sewn, right? So it would be very interesting if you could get them all, like, in order to have some detail enhancement. Now, well, I was giving some feedback to another student that I was working on. Something came to my mind, and I think that you can apply this for this drawing and for the drawing that we are doing with the house. So, do you see that when we add a lot of details to our drawings, it's going to be basically as if you were writing a descriptive essay. That's the closest analogy that I can give you as a sample, so you can relate it to something that is not art, but it exists, right? So when you write a descriptive essay, what happens? What happens when you write a descriptive essay? It's simply the fact that you have to use every tool that you have, words. In this case, the words are your tool, and you have to try to do the best that you can in order to describe whatever you are talking about in the essay or in the composition for the reader to understand what you are talking about, right? So, in my opinion, when we talk about art and trying to describe what we have in our imagination, it's basically the same. You try to draw every single tiny little thingy, so the viewer can basically visualize the drawing in their imagination as a real thing, right? Because sometimes we just do stuff and we don't put as much details as they have in the reality. So it is very important for the artist to try to use every tool that they have in order to communicate visually exactly what they have in their imagination. Because remember, art is a tool for communication, but visual communication. So what if I, as an artist, do not provide all of the visual communication that my viewer, the person that goes and look at my art, what happens to that person that is going to be observing? That person won't have enough information. That person won't have enough information and would probably lose the interest in observing your art, right? Because they would feel that art doesn't say anything. So, by that, already saying that, I am telling you, the more details that you create to your artwork, the more interesting it will be for your spectator, for the viewer, for the person that is going to be observing your art. Okay? So now, in this area that we have marked divisions of lines, your divisions of lines can also be curved if you want. It doesn't have to be as straight as mine. You can also add even organic shapes, or you can add circles, or, you know, things, right? If you would like to give more variety. Variety is a very important thing also to use to captivate the eye of the viewer. So, talking about the eye of the viewer and captivating things, I am going to tell you that one of the principles of design is emphasis. Emphasis is when we try to drive the eye of the viewer towards one specific thing that we want them to see. So, for example, we're going to have a lot of colors here, and we're going to have a lot of textures, and we're going to have degrade and stuff. So there will be a lot of movement and a lot of variety here and a lot of color. But as my main feature is my shoe, my favorite shoe, that is why this is a very important thing for us, because this is your favorite shoe. And also, let's say probably you do not have this shoe. It could be the shoe of your dreams that you would like to have. Yeah? For example, this is the one that I love because I have it, but if you ask me what is the shoe of your dreams that you don't have, I would love to have a Manolo Blahnik, but I still haven't gotten it because it's not the time yet. It will probably be further in the future. But yeah, so a way for me to create emphasis on my shoe among all of these movement and variety of things that are going to be here is to use contour drawing, thick lines, contour drawing, enhancement of the contour, only the outer contour, like the silhouette of the shoe, not the inside, but this will definitely bring our shoe off the confusion in the eye. Now, another thing that is going to help us very much is the fact that we are going to be using warm versus cool colors. So, for example, in my case right now, I am just selecting my cool colors, the colors that are going to be resembling cold, okay? So I will start using them, and I will do everything outside warm, I'm sorry, cool. And I want to do my shoe warm. The reason why is that, again, I want to make my shoe to be the main feature. So if I put blue and all of the derivation of cool colors in the back, and then there comes the explosion of warm, the warmness of the sun, it's going to be coming up like super, super flashy, yeah? Entonces, what we are going to do right now is to start creating degradé, yeah? Remember, when we create degradé from one color to the other, what we do simply is to put the lighter one below, and then we put the darker on the top, and very smoothly we just blend in. Yeah? Very smoothly blend in. We're gonna be practicing just degradé and shading sfumato. Yeah? You can do the degradations on different ways. You don't have to have them all being I'm gonna put this here, it's interfering with my degradé. So you don't have to necessarily put them all in the same order, like super very organized. I would like to see you, I don't know, having different points of view of light and shadow. Everything is allowed here. If you would like to blend 3 colors, you can blend 3 colors. For example, here I am working with a dark green versus a lighter green, lime green, and I am going to add a very, very drastic combination of colors, and I will also apply this one on top, and it will give another complete different, you know, appearance, and yeah, so then if you also want just to color one piece of one color, yes, it is allowed. If you, let's say, get tired of creating degradé, you can just plain paint, color plain one color, but please try to make as much as you can of the degradé practice, yeah? Maybe you could also just do solid painting, solid coloring here, And that could also give a very interesting, you know, way of exalting the degrade versus the solid shapes, right? And so then when we start looking at all the format, trying to remember that we are trying to avoid always, always and forever all of the lines. We want to see a cloud. We want to see a cloud. Just like the cloud we saw when the ashes came down here yesterday. It's just sfumato, okay? And here, if you just want to create the degrade with just one color and degrade one color that going to 0 here, and just with the white you can also do it. It is not an obligation to do the transition from one color to the other, yeah? If you want to do the degrade from 100, like I am doing right now, and you want to go until just 50 or 30, not too white, but you want to let it like this. Yeah, you can also do it. You can also do that. Okay, so you have gone from 100 that is here, go low, 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 and you stay here like at, I would say this is like 40%. Now here, it's a good thing that you can have the variety of colors, and also take in consideration the fact that as you will have a lot of colors, you can also start looking for colors that create contrast among each other from the different shapes, so they can bring, you know, the emphasis to the different pieces that you're working on. This is going to be a 1 week project. Remember, this is week number 7. This is just for you to reinforce your knowledge of cool and warm colors, your knowledge of how to create emphasis, the understanding of how to create emphasis and contrast, and also the fact of reinforcing the contour drawing that we have been working on pretty much since the beginning of the year, and the realization that most of the elements, well, it's not most, it's like all. The realization that all of the elements and principles of art are completely related to each other in order to create art. Okay? Well done art. Okay? It's not just random. Everything is planned. Everything is measured, everything is prepared, exactly as you do when you write an essay. Exactly. You create your outline, you create your brainstorm. This is exactly the same. But, you know, you plan what colors I'm going to use, what shapes do I use, what do I want to show, what is my purpose? what do I want them to see first? How do I do it? What texture do I use? You know, planning everything in relation to elements and principles of art is going to take you to success as an artist. And yeah. Another thing, I have blue indigo here. I had forgotten another blue here that I have. Two more greens, another green. Okay, so I don't want to go too dark because I want it to be like super happy. Oh, come on. This happens when color pencils fall on the floor. Okay, so there you go, degradé. Beautiful degradé. More degradé. Here. And I'm gonna go from strong, very hard, pressing, low pressing, and then at the corner again 100. So I am going to have 100, 30, and 100 again. You can do that also. That brings a lot of movement on the area. This is light, and I'm gonna play with this indigo blue here. Creating degradé from the 100 of the blue indigo and blending into this sort of like olive green. And then as I have a lot of darkness here, I will work, not with this one, with this one. Just plain yellow. And as you see, we have different types of yellow. I want you to realize this is warm yellow and this is cool yellow. Okay? Yellow of cadmium, medium. Yellow of cadmium, light. Okay? These are different types of yellow. So this belongs to the warm colors and this belongs to the cool colors. Yeah? Okay, we have here this is like navy green, one of my favorite colors, one of my favorite greens. Okay, navy green. Remembering always to enhance your borders with 100% to create contrast between these two, and then very delicately go and decrease the pressure, decrease the pressure, decrease the pressure, and I have gone until 10% because I am going to add another color here, and this would be this marvelous chartreuse color. Very happy color, chartreuse. It evokes happiness to me. Okay, and I will use this Copenhagen blue here, and then okay, so here we go. Here we go again, going downtown with this low. And again, I am going to reach 10%. I will have 100 here. And start decreasing the pressure here at the half of the piece. Now I think I'm gonna work with this one because I don't want to go too dark. Again, it broke. Have to buy one of this. Please try to take care of your color pencils. What just happened to me, it's because they fall down and all the color bar breaks inside of the wood, and that's very sad if you have good color pencils. If you have the cheap ones, it's also sad because they're color pencils and they help you learn, but so here, I don't like this much. I'm gonna add color here. I don't feel comfortable leaving it white. You see, then you start recognizing what do you like as an artist, right? So I felt that this was sort of like empty and I didn't like it. Here. I'm gonna add more contrast here and degrade it into a lighter version of this aquamarine. Okay. There. Here, there's really bad shading here. Have to enhance this. It's been bothering me. Okay, I think I'm trying to fix it, not completely, but I think it's better than before. I'm gonna add a darker one here. To make it more interesting and try to cover the mistake. So yeah, this is more or less what is going to happen, and right now I am going to keep on demonstrating, but I am going to go here to the warm areas, so I will start getting warm colors. I'm going to take all of my cool colors away and place them away from the warm colors that I want to use. Okay, so I'm going to start working on here so you can have more or less the idea of what would the project be. Even if your shoe is not this color, of course, I would do this because this is how you can work with the warm versus cool and your degrade also. Yeah. So I'm gonna start here, and as I have more different pieces here inside because of the leopard print, right? So I have all of this background. I am going to color it one color. Yeah, I'm going to color it one color, and in the center, here on the sides that are the end of the shape, I am going to go 100%. But in the middle, I am going to be reaching 20 to 30% of color. And I want to add some yellow orange here, just to make it more interesting, right? And then I'm gonna color this with yellow of cadmium medium, and I'm gonna blend it with some pink and create degrade from the base of the shoe here. I will use one more powerful. Okay. I will use some orange here, and I will use burgundy to create degrade from the base. Here I will just use plain pink and degrade into 10% from 100% to 10%, and then I will blend with yellow again. Okay, now here on this area of the sole, I am going to use this. Es un carmesí oscuro, dark carmesí. Okay. And then I will bring it up with this rojo pivot. Yeah. Acá. Let me see what I got. Terracotta now. Purpurina. This would be super cool because it's a violet that it's exactly in the middle. It's warm, and it's also cool because it has, blue but has a lot of magenta, and it's a good combination here. So here, as we have this, that it's violet, the complementary color of violet is yellow, and I am going to work with 3 different yellows here on this leopard print, and orange. Okay, so that's how Okay, so all of this base of this section, the background of the second section of the shoe, I'm gonna have it shaded with yellow sun. This is how this is called according to Prismacolor. Okay, and I'm gonna have very well colored here, and with this vermilion claro, vermilion light, I am going to go around. I'm going to go around and around and around. Okay. Okay, so here I'm making a contour with degrade. Yeah, here. A contour with degrade in order to make it more appealing and not so flat with just plain yellow. And then you can start observing the contrast that is being, it's happening here. Not yet so strong, but you're gonna start looking the contrast soon. Esto es rojo carmín. This is red carmesí, and I'm going to use it here. Yeah, here. I am also going to use, I'm not sure about using terracotta. Terracotta is warm, but I don't feel like terracotta right now. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, so magenta here. Magenta here. And then I am going to blend it with 100% of orange here. And some yellow here. Also, I'm gonna put a little bit of yellow here to create contrast. So here, I'm gonna have this one, and I am going to blend it with pink, okay? Blend it with pink, then more yellow here, with magenta, okay? Then I have this very delicate yellow. It says Spanish orange. And I am going to blend this Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of darkness here by using dark purple as this one here. Just a slight degrade here, just a slight degrade. It's not like we're gonna go all the way. Okay, and here I am going to use processed red. Okay, processed red, and for the point, a little bit of magenta. Inside. And this is dark carmesy that I am going to spread it very delicately from inside, creating a degradé that comes from inside to the outside. Okay, there. Here I'm missing only here. I'm gonna advance only in this section because this will take a whole week to work, and that's what I wanted to show, that you can work on this not just in one day, that you can partially work on it and we can have this experience enjoyed, not, you know, like in a hurry. It's not about finishing fast. It's about taking your time to see how you are working with the colors and trying to follow the guide that I shared with you in the beginning. Okay, here, and then here, and here. And so there you can see how we can get the contrast of cool versus warm. And of course, it would be awesome to have it all. I'm going to try working on this and uploading the continue part 2. Okay? So I hope that you enjoyed this project. Wait for part 2. I'm gonna be working on it, and see you later.